What if some of your everyday habits, things you don't even think about, are actually secret signs of high intelligence? I'm not talking about your grades or some old test score. Nope, we're talking about the psychological patterns that science is now connecting to a seriously sharp mind. So let's dive in and explore these hidden signs together.
So yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? Could the things you do every single day, almost on autopilot, actually be a sign that your brain is just, well, wired for deeper thinking? Let's find out. For the longest time, we've had this really narrow idea of what smart actually means. But what if there's a whole other side to it? We're about to explore the psychological habits and patterns that might be a much truer sign of an intelligent mind at work. Okay, so think about it like this. On one side, you've got the old school definition, all about test scores, grades, just memorizing facts. But on the other side, that's where it gets interesting. We're looking at the hidden intelligence, the stuff you find in your habits, your thoughts, and your curiosity. This is a total game changer in how we think about being smart.
All right, first up, we've got a trait that, let's be honest, usually gets a pretty bad rap. Overthinking. But hold on, we're not talking about that anxious, spinning your wheels kind of thinking. No, we're talking about a mind that is built to analyze, one that just naturally goes deeper than the surface.
So sign number one is being what we'll call a productive overthinker. Let's really break down what that means.
And this is the absolute key. When something happens, your mind doesn't just instantly jump to a conclusion. Instead, you pause, you analyze it, you look at it from different angles. You're reflecting on the situation, instead of just having a knee-jerk reaction.
There's actually a scientific term for this. Psychologists call it cognitive reflection. It's that ability to stop and question your gut feeling, your first instinct. And this isn't about being indecisive at all. It's about having the mental engine you need to solve really complex problems.
Okay, our second sign, it's all about this relentless, this hunger for knowledge. If you're that person who is constantly asking why, then yeah, you're gonna get this one. So sign number two, being intellectually hungry. It's all about staying curious. But what does that actually look like in practice?
And there's some really solid research to back this up. A study from the University of London found this super strong link between a high IQ and a personality trait they call openness to experience. It's all about curiosity, imagination, a love for new ideas. So, if you've ever found yourself falling down a Wikipedia rabbit hole at 2 in the morning, well, that's not just procrastination. That's your intellect demanding to be fed.
Now our third sign, this one kind of flips a common idea on its head. It suggests that, maybe the smartest person in the room isn't the one doing all the talking. Maybe it's the one who's seeing everything.
Which brings us right to our third sign, being a curious observer. Let's dig into what that really means.
See, this isn't about being shy or passive. Not at all. It's a powerful skill called active observation. While everyone else is just thinking about what they're going to say next, you're busy processing what's really going on. The little shifts in tone, the emotions that aren't being said out loud, the actual logic, or maybe the lack of it, in the conversation. You're seeing the whole board.
This next sign might sound a little strange at first, but trust me, it's a big one. Admitting that you don't have all the answers, well, that can be one of the smartest things you ever do.
So, let's talk about our fourth sign of hidden intelligence, harnessing the power of doubt. Why is that so important?
This slide just nails it. It shows you two sides of the same coin. On one side, you have intellectual humility. That's the self-awareness to know the limits of your own knowledge. It's what keeps you learning, keeps you curious. And on the other side, you have its complete opposite, the Dunning-Kruger effect. That's a cognitive bias where people who know the least tend to be the most confident they know everything. So if you sometimes doubt what you know, that's not a weakness. It's actually a strength. It's your shield against ignorance.
And for our final sign, let's talk about something many intelligent people absolutely cherish, their alone time. And listen, this isn't about being antisocial. It's about needing that space to really think and process everything. So, our fifth and final sign is all about finding comfort in solitude. Let's explore why this is such a powerful indicator of a sharp mind. So why is that? Well, a fascinating study in the British Journal of Psychology found that highly intelligent people actually reported being less happy and satisfied with their lives the more they socialized. And it's not because they dislike people. It's because their minds crave the quiet space they need for deep thought, for creativity, for just connecting the dots. They recharge through reflection, not endless small talk.
So when you step back and look at all 5 of these signs, what's the common thread? They aren't just a random list of quirks. They all point to a brain that is fundamentally wired for deeper, more complex thinking.
It's really like a blueprint, isn't it? They all connect and build on each other. That productive overthinking pushes you past the obvious answer. Your insatiable curiosity fuels the search for more knowledge. Active observation gives you more data to play with. Intellectual humility keeps you open to new stuff. And then solitude, that gives you the space to put it all together.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought. Now that you've seen these signs, take a second to really think about it. In what ways are your own everyday habits revealing a mind that's built for so much more? How is your intelligence secretly showing up?